Filing for divorce, here is the checklist. The Personal Status Court in Dubai deals with divorce matters for both Emiratis and expats. The divorce process in Dubai is usually straightforward and involves the steps of counseling, settlements, and court appearances, which also require proper supporting documents to be submitted at each step. We would like to provide you with a checklist of general requirements for filing a divorce proceeding in Dubai. Marriage certificate. If the marriage has been contracted outside the UAE, then the marriage certificate has to be legalized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the country where the marriage was solemnized and then attested by the UAE Embassy in that country. Therefore, the marriage certificate has to be attested by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the UAE, translated into Arabic, and attested by the Ministry of Justice in the UAE. If the marriage has been solemnized before the UAE courts itself, then further attestation is not required. ID copies. ID copies are required for you, spouse, and kids. In the instance the latest ID and residence visa copies are not available, at least the passport copy and the previous residence visa copy is to be submitted. Know your reason for divorce. There are specific grounds for divorce that is recognized by the law, including physical violence, verbal abuse, mental harassment, adultery, desertion, etc. It is important that you submit all the supporting documents relating to applicable divorce grounds. More often than not, the following supporting documents constitute crucial and valid evidence before the court: medical reports showcasing physical harm, police complaints, communications showcasing any form of abuse, etc. Note: if physical violence occurs, and should the spouse choose not to press criminal charges against the other spouse, it is still important to go to a government hospital and obtain a medical report. Try to make sure that you have witnesses to support your claim. Most of the divorce cases involve witnesses who testify before the court, and witness hearings can have the biggest impact on the outcome of a case. There should be 2 male or 1 male and 2 female witnesses. If the party on whose behalf the witness is appearing is Muslim, the witnesses should also be Muslim. If the party is non-Muslim, then non-Muslim witnesses might be accepted by the court. Witnesses are asked to testify to the reasons for the conflict between the parties. Be patient, as the process takes time. Divorce matters are difficult and emotional for any person to go through. However, with the right legal advice, it would be easier to endure. It is important to have the right lawyer with a plethora of experience in family matters representing your interests. This will ensure that your interests are rightly looked after and that the processes involved are explained to you realistically so that you know what to expect. Contested divorce matters can often be a stretched-out proceedings, and therefore it is important to take the best legal representation and keep your trust in the legal process. Make sure that you convey the full truth to your lawyer and that you do not hide any facts. Always remember that you and the lawyer are on the same team, and all information shared by you to your lawyer remains confidential and is protected under attorney-client privilege. Keeping the same in mind, do not pick and choose information and facts, and always let your lawyer decide what is relevant and what is not. It is important to always share all the information with your lawyer, both the good and the bad, and this will enable your lawyer to provide you with the right advice and go ahead and win your case for you. For more of our latest updates, like and subscribe to this channel.